Super Mario World actually sucks, and let me tell you why. I've actually put close to 5,000 hours into this game, and it's just really all spanned across things like speedrunning the original, as well as doing a lot of Kaizo. And the craziest part is that all of these reasons have been right in front of you this entire time, but you probably never noticed them. Alright, so first we're going to be talking about everyone's favorite green dinosaur, Yoshi. And Yoshi is arguably one of the most broken things in this entire game, which is also why this game sucks, but I still love the game so much, because I love the glitches and stuff that can technically be done with Yoshi. Now, let's go over some of the reasons you may actually love Yoshi in the first place. Well, you probably love him for his ability to tongue, and that is what she said. Now, what we also love him for is the fact that we're able to jump, and you can just get, like, extra height with it. It's really nice, and, I mean, everyone just loves yeeting the Yoshi into a pit. Now, the reason that he's actually so broken is that he's able to help you actually do something known as arbitrary code execution. Basically, if you can get code pushed into the RAM of the Super Nintendo, whatever, I'm not a Mario scientist, you'll definitely need to be checking out RGMech or SethBling. You can basically run code that was put into RAM, and one of the most notable examples is that here in Yoshi's Island 2, you can actually just randomly jump to the credit scene by doing a crazy glitch.
The idea is that I'm kind of writing code as I play the game. Juggle these two items. If they touch each other, they'll break, and if I hit, say, like this charge and chuck, the run will be over because I need to have him alive later. That's actually, I need to be Small Mario in order for this glitch to work. I do a little thing with the shells, that looks kind of cool. I execute a glitch called the item swap that I'm not going to explain because it would take too long. And it runs the code that I wrote, and you can see I was very surprised that it worked. This is the credits warp, and this has never been done on console before, on the actual Super Nintendo.
Alright, so now here's what an arbitrary code execution could possibly look like. What we're gonna do is get the Lakitu cloud up in that blue box up there. So, there is a lot that happened right there, but fret not, let me tell you what happened. What you're gonna notice is that I'm putting the shell right in front of the fireball, and I have to make sure the fireball touches it, that way it turns into a coin. After it turns into a coin, Yoshi and Mario have to collect that coin simultaneously. And then randomly a charging chuck is going to appear on Yoshi's tongue. And that's actually a chuck that was sort of off screen. You can't really see it. But if you're actually able to get Yoshi to eat the charging chuck, that's how you get the Lakitu cloud. Another really cool thing about Yoshi is that you can actually use him to try to collect all of these coins in the Yellow Switch Palace. Basically, all you're needing to do is just turn around and pick it up before it disappears. And yeah, this is definitely something I feel like you could brag to all of your friends about if you actually went through and collected all of these coins. So another reason that this game sucks, allegedly of course, is that if you try to get more than 4 of these blocks to spin at the same time, it does what's known as a zip. And technically this is a limitation of the Super Nintendo hardware. It actually doesn't allow you to have more than 4 of those spinning at the same time, so it sort of like confuses the Nintendo and it randomly just pushes Mario through the blocks really quickly. If you're not careful on this level, it'll actually push Mario to the wall and you basically end up killing him. This is also a glitch you may have ran into on casual playthroughs. It actually happens to me rather frequently, and I'm not even trying to do the glitch. Another reason that this game allegedly sucks is because of that. For some reason, slopes are like really glitchy. You can actually just send Mario through them, you can also throw enemies through them. Last but not least, do you remember that cloud that we got at the beginning of the game through the arbitrary code execution? Well, let's watch what happens when you actually take that cloud all the way to Bowser without getting hit. This is actually one of my old friends that goes by the name of XSV Area 51. I'm not sure what happened to him. I'm sure life kicked in, but this guy does some of the best speedruns I had ever seen, and he is a master of the cloud. So this cloud actually affects the Bowser fight in a couple of different ways, and it's mainly used just for speedrunning. It really speeds up the fight. What you're going to notice is that XSV Area 51 is going to be sometimes like jumping and sort of pushing the cloud to the left. And what that's doing is it's sort of just like skipping a Bowser animation. It's really, really weird. While it's skipping those animations, it's also possible to just completely skip over the part where it also starts to rain fire. This is very, very hard. This is not easy. He makes it look easy, but this fight is, man, there's a reason I quit speedrunning.
Finally, Jesus Christ.
Clearly, I don't think the game sucks. This was all just clickbait. I actually really enjoyed the game, but a lot of people do think that this game is, like, flawless and perfect, when in reality, there were definitely some hiccups that happened with it, but there are definitely beautiful hiccups. If you liked this video, then maybe think about tapping that like button as well as subscribing, as I'd love to start producing more content here on YouTube. See you in the next video.